Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Soulstones 2 playthrough. Today we have ourselves an objective to go and complete. We need to go ahead and shimmy ourselves over to Route 5A, 5B over here near Hyperion Lake, because we have some teleporter to go ahead and jump onto. We finished up the main quests down here on Route 8A and 8B last time by doing a bunch of diving stuff, learning about the ley lines. Today, we need to go ahead and fly on back with the Drifblim service to Orion City and make our way over to the lake. We were also told that we could go up to Route 15A, 15B past the landfill. There's apparently a way opened up that way. I have strongly considered going that way, but I think we're probably going to end up going through these side routes on route, like 11, 12, 13, and we're going to end up there anyway. And I feel like I'm going to do them then in order of the routes. We'll see where the game takes me. It might not be that simple, but I have it written down. I won't forget about it because I am someone who does like to go ahead and do side quests, so I will likely head over there at some point. But for right now, let's go ahead and make our way to the Hyperion Lake. I assume we're going through here. I don't remember going to Hyperion Lake, honestly, so there's probably some new stuff here. Looking for a Mankey, Trading Weaver, a Zigzagoon, or Clink for one? Nah. Hyperion Lake is really peaceful. I was gifted a teleport pass, so I took the teleporter up to Mensa Village to visit. As far as I can tell, my body is fully intact. Teleportation is still a relatively new technology, so I'm a bit hesitant, but it seems to work? I mean, Abras have been doing that for ages, so if Abras can do it, why not, I guess? Going for a run along the lake is a way I recharge myself both mentally and physically. I want to take a quick look around. This looks... Oh, hello. That's the teleporter, right? This isn't just a full heal circle. Let's speak to some people around first. Orion region is home to both Pokemon and magic. Isn't it a wonderful combination? Pokemon are magic, okay? And anyone that tells you otherwise is not reading the facts right, okay? Pokemon are magic. Don't tell anyone I'm over here. I'm snooping around the teleporter. You see, I don't believe in magic. This guy's an idiot, okay? You're in the Pokemon realm. You have tiny little blobs, okay, like Snom, that can summon snowstorms, okay? That's magic. I don't know why Snom was the Pokemon that I thought of as the best example of proving there's magic in the Pokemon world, when there's literally, like, Psychic-type Pokemon and gods, but listen, I thought of Snom first, and that's a testament to Snom's strength, okay? I don't know what kind of pile of tricks this mage fellow is pulling, but there's no way he's teleporting you up to Route 5B. Have none of you seen an Abra? I guess Abra's different in this game. He must be hiding something, and I bet it must have something to do with his platform. Okay, interesting. Level 40 Beautifly. Okay, alright. That is a really scary looking Beautifly. I am uncomfortable looking at that. I am gonna fake out, and I'm just gonna run. I will have a look at the Pokemon we can find here. What do we have in our encounter list? We have Fletchinder, Drifblim. Does that mean that I can get free trips because I'll have my own Drifblim, so I don't have to pay for the services anymore? I doubt it, but it would be nice. Brione, Flaffy, Stantler, that looks very different, Butterfree, Staravia, but sound form, maybe, I think, Trumbeak, the Water Breakson, and Galarian Farfetch'd. Interesting. That's for the morning. In day, we have Kadabra, okay, the teleporter, Inferno, Bolton, Bayleaf. It looks like a Seadra to me. I want to say Seadra. Dubwool, Houndoom, Mudsdale, Skiploom. What? Hoomst? This looks like a horn coming out of a bird's nest to me, which has immediately thrown me off, and I can't see the Pokemon for what it actually is. I don't know how I've managed to see this so wrong. But that's interesting. And then a nighttime Pokemon. I don't want to read out every single one every single time, but I don't see anything that screams out to me as something I need. I have a problem where I'm getting very attached to the Pokemon on my team. I'm starting to see a lot of these as irreplaceable, like Luminance, the Gongoozler, Comet. These are irreplaceable to me. Corviknight, mostly irreplaceable. If we got another interesting typing, I might consider getting rid of Wellesley. I'm really liking my Electric, and I don't want to change it, so this is also becoming irreplaceable to me. For Uniclus, I am not particularly attached to yet, but it is shiny, which does hold some weight. I do like the fact that it's shiny, and now that it has EVs in place, which I think it did have before, but now that it has EVs certainly in place, I'm going to get more attached to it, which is a problem, because I do want to try out a lot of new Pokemon, but I really do like the Pokemon that I have. It's not a bad thing to get attached to Pokemon, but a lot of the fun of a game like this is trying out a lot of the new Pokemon that have been added. Let's see what this guy has to say, though. Greetings, friend. Would you like to take the teleportation ring up to Route 5B? What do you mean by up? Good question. Where is up? Tilt your neck like 90 degrees like that, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. Have you not heard of the magical Mensa Village? It's a town that was built and guarded by magicians, wizards, I just realized his name is Merlin, and other proficient magic users. Naturally, magicians and wizards like to show off and have cloaked their home in a magical fortress up in the clouds. Interesting, but sure. It prevents intruders, you know? Is this, safe? Of course it is! If you have a teleport pass, speak to me again, and if you would like to take a trip up to Route 5B. I would like to take a trip up, sure. Would you like to be teleported? Well, there was the... hang on. There was the surfing area. Well, let's see what the fisherman has to say over here before we go. Right, you found me. I was hoping to be able to fish in peace. If you leave my fishing spot alone, I'll give you this item. 5 netballs. Okay, alright. Worth looking at. And you? Studying the Pokemon in this route, I have no interest in battling you. Okay. There's gotta be some, like, hidden item to this place, right? Electric-type Persian. With electric terrain, actually. Interesting. Electric terrain team could be fun. I still said very early on about the idea of a grassy terrain team. I have not forgotten that, okay? I still have that... Ooh, I kind of want to catch this to see if we can fly on it. See if it has, like, fly naturally. Sure. We'll go for a fake out. How do I want to weaken you is the question. You could obviously swap in Duet pretty easily. I just don't know if Duet can weaken this. I guess a Quick Spell shouldn't KO. We'll go to Duet and Quick Spell. I know that this probably isn't going to allow me to do what I want to do still. I'm going to use Recover this turn because we're going to take some damage. The Paralysis is so unfortunate. We'll go for the Quick Spell like I wanted to. It does live, but barely. We'll go for the Recover to try and get some health back free. Nice. And we'll get this thing caught with a Super Ball because Super Balls have not failed us yet. That might not be true. We might have failed a Super Ball, but they're very effective. Super Balls, I think, are insane, to be honest. I think they're actually insane. Air Balloon Pokemon, you are here for Fly. I'm not intending to use a Drifblim at any point. I just want to see if it naturally learns Fly. We'll check the summary. Crimson Gate. User walks through a gate of flames, raising its attack and special defense stats by 1 stage. This is a move that I want in normal Pokemon. Give me Bulk Up, but it's attack and special defense. That's really cool. Imagine that on like an Aggron. You know, just some kind of beefy physical attacker. That'd be so much more useful than Bulk Up. I want this to be a move so badly. And as far as I'm aware, and as far as my memory goes, I don't think that's a thing. If I'm forgetting a move like that that's been introduced in the past couple of gens, that's my bad. But I don't remember a move like that, at least. At the very least, it's not a widespread move that's on a lot of Pokemon, like Bulk Up being a TM. Air Blast is a decent damaging move that's changed a little bit. Bounce is much weaker than normal. Much weaker. And Tailwind as well. But, unfortunately, it doesn't have Fly by the looks of it. And we came all this way to get a Revive that we will probably not use. Oh, there's Finneon out there. There's a Finneon that way. Do we have anything up? We have Poliwhirls, which do have a good typing, but I'm not too interested in that. We have a Bone. Another Hollow Bone. Okay. Still not seen a Corrupted Bone yet. I don't know if I've gone past a bunch. I probably have gone past at least 1 by now. Unless there's only like 5 in the game and they're like 20% each. Why does the Drizzile have chickenpox? Or shingles. Don't get infected. Wellesley, run. Do not get infected by the Drizzile. Oh god, it's after us. It's trying to infect us. Run. Run quickly. Run quickly. We do not want chickenpox here, okay? We leave. Let's go ahead and teleport up, though. Now stand still so the spell may be cast on you. We don't want you to lose any limbs in transit after all. Ha ha ha. So, yeah, that'd be bad. Oh, you have a Miss Magius now. Nice. Abus, you are a different person. That makes sense. Greetings, friend. Would you like to be taken down to the... No. I already got teleported up here. Going down shouldn't be much worse. No. We're not going down. We're not going down. Oh, hello. Before we go into this, I would like to heal up that paralysis that I have. I guess we'll just heal up. It won't have any effect. We have healed naturally. That is good. Okay. Maybe he won't battle. Let's see. I should have put Gongoozler in front. So I could have set up toxic spikes. That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing, and I keep forgetting to do it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just go into a second. It's fine. Ah. Scared to walk across these bridges, Carlos. I need a bit of an adrenaline rush to have brave crossing these floating bridges. What happened to you, Artie? Why did you become such a pansy? Maybe you were always a pansy, and I just gave you the benefit of the doubt at first, but at this point, what is happening to you? Can you fight me to warm me up? I guess you're not a full pansy, though, if you're asking for that, I suppose. Yeah, sure. I guess I also could have changed to Gongoozler then, but it's fine. My Cinccino just evolved, so the both of us are ready for you now. Let's get this over with, Carlos. Your Cinccino evolved. Your Cinccino. Interesting. To a third stage that wouldn't normally have an evolution. Okay. 5 Pokemon starting with Staraptor. Where are his eyes? They're on his beak. Why are his eyes on his beak? What happened? I don't like that. I don't like it. I do not like the face. The coloring is cool. The bird is cool. The face, I don't like where that eye is. The eye is here, right? This is an eye, right? This is the eye. Move the eye up. Move it on top of the beak or something, please. Please, I beg. I did set up a Tailwind and get a special attack boost, so I'm just going to go for a Fake Out to get rid of 1 turn of the Tailwind, and I'm going to Proton Crash, hoping that we can live 1 move. We're not weak to sound, as far as I remember. Obviously, a neutral special attack boosted hit might KO us, but I'm going to go for Proton Crash anyway. Crescendo. We live, we Proton Crash, Staraptor goes down. Nice. Good. And we get the speed boost. Also very good. Mamoswine comes out. Mamoswine is a problem. Mamoswine probably is just going to Earthquake. And my team does get reasonably destroyed by ground moves. We have 3 weaknesses to ground, which isn't ideal. You're weak to grass. Luminance could maybe be brought in, but I don't think I want to bring it into a move. So I think I'm just going to click Extreme Speed and let myself get KO'd so I can bring in Luminance safely for a Giga Drain. Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. Maybe keeping Wellesley around would have been a good idea. Body Press, not the move I was expecting. We might have been able to swap in freely, but I did not. I would like to go to Gongoozler and set up Toxic Spikes. It would be really good for us in the long run. I don't think this is a Pokemon that I want to do that against, though, because it's a ground typing, and I don't want to get Earthquake on Gongoozler and lose it just for Toxic Spikes. Especially when we just lost our Pokemon that uses Purge. So I think we're just going to bring in Luminance, and we're going to Giga Drain. Hopefully we outspeed. This is neutral. This is our best move, right? Yep, we Giga Drain. On Leech, we did not, in fact, outspeed. But we live on 2! And Giga Drain Okos! Luminance is my favorite Pokemon, and it's irreplaceable, and I'm so happy that Luminance is with us, because, holy, the Tailwind now peters out. Okay. So the Tailwind was the problem there. We probably get KO'd by Hitmonlee. I'm assuming we're getting outsped. We could try and go to Duet or something. This would be a nice time to have Wellesley alive, honestly. It would be a very nice time. Like, we have Revitalize. We could try and maybe put it to sleep. We could also try and maybe go straight to Comet. Like, if we outspeed, there is a decent chance we put this thing to sleep pretty easily, because this is a very accurate move in this game. How fast is Hitmonlee in this game, though, is the question. Luminance is decently fast, but it's not like a massive speedster or anything. 122 speed. I mean, that's lower than Corviknight, that's not even got a plus speed nature, but it's not... We have a lot of similar speed stats, actually. 128, 124, 123, 122. I guess this will kind of let me know if other Pokemon outspeed anyway. I don't know if Comet can take 2 hits. I'm just gonna Grass Whistle. We do not outspeed. Okay. That's bad. That's bad. And it has speed boost. Okay, well, we definitely don't outspeed in that case. Comet is the Pokemon I'm going to, though, and we're going to go for a good old Diamond Storm. The defense boost might be useful. Hopefully we OHKO. Okay, we do okay. Alright. Alright. Good. Feels weird OHKOing a Hitmonlee with a special move, but okay. I know it's obviously changed. Delphox comes out. Delphox, you are a problem. We do have a super effective Diamond Storm and a super effective Signal Beam. Obviously, Diamond Storm is stab, so we'll go for that. The problem is we probably just get KO'd, right? Hopefully we at least outspeed. We do outspeed and get a Diamond Storm off. That's good. That's good. Citrus Berry to restore health. We get the defense boost again, but I think this is a special attacker. Dimensional Rush is agility. We now do not outspeed, and it is going to go for some kind of special move and KOs, I imagine. Tidal Wave. Goodbye, Comet. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I feel like Duet can do fine here. I don't remember an interaction between Psychic and Cosmic. So this should just be a neutral Psyshock, which should hopefully KO. Gamma Ray, that's fine. Psyshock does KO. Nice. Good job, Duet. It's the first time we've seen Duet do anything super important. And Cincheetos comes out. Cincheetos is a beautiful name. That is a truly beautiful name. I do like that. We're definitely just getting KO'd, right? So I should Quick Spell to at least get some chip damage off, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go for a Quick Spell. Not the worst damage. Not the worst damage. It's okay. And at this point, we could either go to Gongoozler or Fabadaba. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna go to Fabadaba. Lower the special attack. Go for a big fat Lava Plume. This way, at the very least, if Lava Plume burns... Okay, just KOs. Nice. Alright. I was gonna say we could get the Lava Plume burn, and then that would power up Venoshock, which is neutral, and that would hit really hard, but Fabadaba did not worry. Fabadaba did not need the burn, it just KO'd. Wow, impressive. I feel like that could have been cleaner, but I mean, first attempt, I'll take it. I really need to start leading with, damn Toxic Spikes, though. Okay, I may have lost to you, but I think I have the courage to run across these floating islands now. Interesting. Okay, why would losing give you the courage? Wouldn't winning give you the courage? Losing would surely make you more afraid of doing stuff, but okay. Party has issues, that's fine. Do the mages of the Orion region have nothing else better to do than to put their damn village in a floating island in the sky? To be fair, if you could, you would do it too. Alright, let's not put any shame on them. They're doing the cool thing here. Okay, here goes nothing. Geronimo! Cincheetos. Cinccino? That's not a Cinccino. Artie, buddy, that's not a Cinccino anymore. That's Cincheetos. He evolved. Okay, this is the new stage. I don't want to hear Cinccino. It wasn't evolution, right? He didn't just nickname it? He said that it evolved. Unless it was a Minccino before. Had it been a Minccino before all the way up to this point? No. No. Maybe? No? I'm confused now. I thought it was a new evolution, but maybe it was just a Cinccino, and he had a Minccino up until this point. He might have had a Minccino up until this point. I've gotten confused. The timeline is all distorted. What do we have here? We have Angel Slurpuff, I think? Flaffy, Beautifly, Seadra, Masquerain, Mischievous, Dragonair, which I feel like I remember catching one of, but maybe I'm delusional. Or maybe it was just a different typing. We could check the PC at some point and actually have a look through the Pokemon that we have. Christmas Honchkrow. I do not know what this is meant to be. I cannot tell what this is meant to be by that alone, but it has a wand. This looks like a Fire Grottle to me, but there's also a lot of other turtle Pokemon, so it could be a different turtle, but Grottle was the first thing that came to my mind for some reason. Anything new here? Dragapult, well, mid-form. Rufflet. Altaria, Gastrodon, I presume. Evile? With a saw blade attached to its head? I'm interested in Saw Blade Weavile. That looks like it could be fun. Okay, okay. We'll see what we encounter as we walk through. If we see something cool, maybe we'll pick it up. I don't know. I feel like I do need to change the team around a little bit here and there, but... 3 Psychic Gems. I have got very stuck in my ways with my team, which isn't ideal. Floragato was the one with the wand. Oh. Probably not as OP as normal Meowscarada, right? That would be tough. It would be tough to be as OP as normal Meowscarada. What do you say? I stand guard here more so as a courtesy to ensure a person crossing these bridges are well aware of the risks. You won't do anything about it though. We'll watch you fall to your doom from a strong breeze if you're so foolish to walk along this route without having a flying type to save you or a psychic type to cushion your fall. Nobody said the mages were kind people. Oh! Why do I see my reflection? I really want to jump. I'm jumping. They don't let me. There's ledge protection. Okay. I'm the most proficient magic user in the land. We will see about that. I also keep forgetting to move my mouse cursor off the screen. I do apologize for that. That's my bad. I need to start moving that off. Super effective fake out. Very good damage. Extreme speed should easily KO. Very nice. Very nice. I still have a note written down about Mismagius for Elite Redux. The Elite Redux Mismagius is basically just an insane Destiny Bond user. I haven't tried that out yet. I need to. Slappuff got destroyed. Goofy looking Slappuff. Light Dark Steamy. That's... Listen, I don't like clowns, but I'm not gonna lie, that does look kind of cool. It does look kind of cool. I'm just gonna click Extreme Speed again. It's enough to KO. Okay, Wellesley does not care. Wellesley is sweeping this poor guy. It is a Grottle. Ghost Flying Grottle. That's cool. I'm assuming we outspeed a Grottle and I can just Proton Crash and not waste my PP on Extreme Speed so I can keep 1 for an emergency. Nice. Nice. Get absolutely destroyed. Let's go ahead and swap something else into front. Who is our lowest level? The Gongoozler is our lowest level, actually. That feels weird to say. The Gongoozler has been in front so much. There's a piece of candy. I don't know exactly what direction I should be heading into. I do not like this ledge. That is sketchy as hell. No, thank you. I kind of want to see that Weavile, so I'm going to keep, like, encountering wild Pokemon as we run forwards. The Weavile interests me. I want to see Sawblade Weavile. This dang Seadra keeps popping out, and this Seadra does not interest me. I understand that bugs are buffed, but also, I want to see the beautiful, beautiful Weavile. Psychic Tiana, since I hunt him. I guess we are going to be fighting a lot of... Well, that's a light type, first of all. I'm just going to Corrode. Because we might end up swapping anyway if a Psychic type comes out. Although we do have Phobia, which I could have set up. And that might have been nice. I'm just going to keep spamming Corrode and we'll see how well it does. I'm not using my damn gimmick. If I'm going to not use my gimmick, I need to have some stronger moves. I shouldn't be running moves like Purge if I'm not going to run the gimmick. I'll run the gimmick if we ever get to a point where we, like, lose a fight for sure. That will definitely convince me to do it, because then I'll be like, oh, my strategy didn't work. I need to actually, like, sit down and plan something out. But every time my plans work... Okay, that was rude. I was hoping I could outspeed and get some easy XP. Anytime my plans work, I'm like, well, I guess I didn't need it. I guess I won't do it. Which is really bad. Beautifly, hello again. You are not weak to dark because you are a bug. Toxic Spikes. Guys, I did it. I sacrificed Gongoozler because I didn't think we were going to KO in one. I did it. I'm going to go to Comet. And I'm going to Diamond Storm. We do outspeed. Nice. Does that KO? It does. Good. Good. I still want to get some XP onto some of my lower level Pokemon, though, where I can. Cool Dragonair. Does get poisoned. We don't have anything special for you. I kind of want to set up a Glisten. I'm doing it. This way we have boosted defense and special defense. We should take one of these just fine. Even super effective. Very nice. I did forget that I was weak to that. I won't lie. And then we have a neutral Diamond Storm, which does KO. Nice. Nice. Alright. I like it. Someone wants to learn how to play Bejeweled Blitz, the hit match-free game. Okay. I understand. Listen, we've all been there. We've all wanted to play a match-free game before. We've all had our Candy Crush moments. Interest. Diamond Storm boosting defense is really nice. This may also paralyze, burn, or freeze the target, so try attack's effect. Do I value that more than the defense boost? The defense boost is very consistent, because it's always a boost. So it's a very consistent defense boost. That's really nice. Like, I feel like this is a better effect to get, don't get me wrong. Paralyzing, burning, or freezing the target, especially if you freeze the target, that's an incredible effect to have, but I do really like the consistency. The one thing that's really making me consider Bejeweled instead is just that it is 15 base power higher, and that can make a difference. It really can make a difference. We have been using Rock-type moves a lot, even in this episode, quite a lot. Having that extra base power could be really nice. But having that defense boost could keep us alive for one more turn. And then we could get 2 attacks off. And yeah, sure, there's 75 base power, but we get 2 attacks off. I feel like I'm sticking with Diamond Storm. I like the defense boost. It's very consistent. It's very strong. I'm sticking with Diamond Storm. It sucks that I can't have both, but I don't have room on my moveset with what I'm doing right now, where we essentially have Calm Mind and coverage. I feel like we need the moves that we have, to be honest. We can go for a good old Twin Stars here. That doesn't KO. Let's go down to Poison, thankfully, but also, that didn't KO. Damn. Okay. I do really like our Starmie set. This is back where we were already, right? We've already battled this guy up here. Yeah, okay, so we've now done a loop on the bottom, meaning that we just have this way up to go. I think we've checked every other direction, so we'll head up and see if this takes us to the village. I do not like the fact that I can stand on these ledges. Dangerous. We can go right or we can go left. We can go right. I assume up is going to take us the way we want to go. A wizard hat? A magically enchanted hat from Mensa Village. Wearing it makes wild Pokemon more likely to hold items. That's really nice if I look up a spreadsheet of what Pokemon hold what things, and I go and hunt something specifically. I don't plan on doing that. I don't plan on doing that. But that could be very useful. For example, if a certain Pokemon holds onto, like, choice items, being the most notable thing that I can think of, if there's, you know, choice scarfs on certain Pokemon, then obviously it would be a huge benefit for me to go ahead and hunt for that. That would be really, really good. I don't know if I want to do that. It's not that I'm unwilling to, per se. I just don't know if I want to. I don't feel like I need to right now at this moment in time, is one thing. So we'll see. Choice Scarf can definitely go a long way, though. Electric Altaria. Well, you're going for an electric type move. Surely. Surely. So I'm going to go to Fabadaba. Surely. Special attack drop. Chain Lightning. Good. And then we can just go ahead and hit you with a good old Lava Plume. Get the burn as well. Very nice. Typhoon is fine. Your special attack is now back to neutral, but another Lava Plume should finish you. Nice. I'm glad it actually went for an electric type move. If it didn't, I would have been upset. And Sinistcha. This is a Pokemon I also forget exists sometimes, but you are a Steel type, so you are getting burnt. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I do like Fabadaba. I do like this Milotic. It does feel very good. Oh, this loops back to here. I guess I hadn't gone every single way. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Misdreavus. I mean, light sound typing is a very interesting typing to have. We have used Luminance for a very, very long time, but it is definitely stronger as a grass type than a light type. I might catch this. I don't think I can weaken it with Gongoozler. I actually don't know how I weaken it. I guess we go to Luminance and we Grass Whistle. We just put it to sleep and throw a Super Bowl, because Super Bowls never fail. Revitalize. My Windows just went off. That was mine, just for anyone curious. I hopefully muted that in editing, but just in case I didn't. That was my Windows making an alert that my antivirus scan has been completed. Not that I have ever seen that message come up in the past 6 years of using this PC, which makes me question what has happened and what has changed and what is about to go wrong with my PC. It's crazy that hearing that my antivirus scan has been successful makes me more worried than if I hadn't received any news at all. But we do get ourselves a Misdreavus. This Pokemon is able to sing heavenly choirs. Once you've heard its refrains, you feel more pure. Interesting. I do love this. I love this body type for Pokemon of just, this is an orb. I do love that. Let's give you a nice nickname, though. We will call you... Let's call you Lumi. Did I already call something Lumi? I don't remember calling something Lumi, but you're Lumi. Did I already... You know what? You're being called Lumiere. That's right. I'm talking about the city from Expedition 33. That's what this is named after. Truly a beautiful sound for the soundtrack as well on the OST for all of that. Timid nature. Very nice nature. Okay, I like that. That's cool. Terrible special defense, but that doesn't matter. Serene grace for an ability. That's good. That's good. With Sweet Nothings, with Relic Song, with Revitalize, and Cleanse. Honestly, 2 base 80 power stab moves. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hopefully we can get that thing evolved into a Mismagius reasonably easily. Hopefully it's not like a stone evolution or anything like that, because stone evolutions are harder to come by for sure. We have another trainer there. I'm going to run past for now. We have a Brainloom terminal. Hello. Brainloom's practicing its rendition of the sound of music. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the PC real quick. I want to take a look just quickly at some of the Pokemon that we have as maybe some ideas. Like, I'm very interested in using this Rhyhorn. I'm going to actually separate some of these out to Pokemon that I might want to use, which I definitely did in the past to this box. We do have the Dratini as well, also Pokemon that I'm interested in using. We have quite a few Pokemon that I'm interested in. I called the Milotic Lumi. That's the reason I couldn't think of it, because I was like, I already have a Milotic. I couldn't have named a Milotic Lumi because I named it Fabadaba. It was a different Milotic. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense as to why I couldn't think of it. Okay. I'm interested in using the Cosmic Goop as well, but like, there's a lot of Pokemon that I want to use. Maybe next episode I will do a brave thing and I will actually take Luminance off of the team, and we will use a different light type for a bit. I know, blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. How could I even say such a thing? It basically just depends on whether we can get this Misdreavus evolved easily or not. We'll see. We'll see. I'll experiment a little bit. But for right now, I think we're going to wrap things up right here. We have had some good progress. We've battled Artie. We've made it through the teleporter. And next time, we will make our way into Mensa Village. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye.